Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for being here. Grayscale, as you know, is the world's largest crypto dedicated fund manager. And the research team at Grayscale is looking at every different project, every different token in the whole ecosystem. And only a few things rise to the top. And I'm here to present why we love Hyperliquid, really the 5 reasons we love Hyperliquid, and why, for the Grayscale research team, why it stands out from a quite crowded field in digital assets today. Okay, let's get into it. Reason number 1 that we love Hyperliquid is that Hyperliquid has product market fit. There's lots of things in the crypto asset class that have a brilliant vision, a great thesis, but they don't really have product market fit today. Hyperliquid is not like that. Hyperliquid definitely has product market fit. It is a platform being used by thousands of people and trading billions of dollars in value in perpetual futures. Hyperliquid is less than 3 years old, but today it is the 3rd largest crypto perps exchange. The biggest centralized players are Binance, Bybit, OKX. Hyperliquid has recently overtaken OKX in the number 3 spot, and we think probably will overtake Bybit in the number 2 spot before too long. So we don't need to compare Hyperliquid to decentralized exchanges. We can just compare it to the universe of crypto exchanges, and I think pretty soon to the universe of exchanges, period, around the world. So Hyperliquid clearly has product market fit on this basis. And before moving on from this point, I just wanted to underscore this a bit further. This is a very competitive industry, the offshore crypto derivatives trading business. Needless to say, this is very competitive space, lots of demanding customers, and one does not simply walk through the gates of Mordor, and one does not simply become the 3rd largest crypto exchange. So I think people in this room kind of know this, that Hyperliquid has great success in capturing market share in the crypto perps trading business. But I think we sometimes miss how big of an achievement this is. So I just like to double underscore this. Hyperliquid has product market fit in a very highly competitive global offshore crypto derivatives trading business. I think it's pretty amazing. Okay, the number 2 reason that we love Hyperliquid is that it is an open architecture platform. Hyperliquid, like many great projects in crypto, have harnessed the power of permissionless innovation. This is not a small team building all these products. It's a team that built a piece of infrastructure, open architecture infrastructure, and encouraged third-party builders to come deploy products and create new volume. That's why Hyperliquid is taking off. It's not the efforts of just a small group. It's an effort of all the community building on this platform, and I think this greatly increases the potential market size of the Hyperliquid platform. We've, of course, seen great success with the HIP-3 non-crypto perpetual products from third-party builders. I think we'll see much more in this space in outcome markets with HIP-4 and beyond. Okay, the 3rd thing we love about Hyperliquid is that it has real revenue and real token value accrual. Again, different from a bunch of different projects in the crypto ecosystem. Hyperliquid is a pretty simple economic model. This is an exchange. It makes money from trading volume. It captures a take rate from that volume on the exchange. As volume increases, revenue increases. And of course, we've seen, as adoption have increased, we've seen revenue growth really take off for the Hyperliquid platform. Year to date, Hyperliquid is running at an annualized revenue run rate of about $350 million. I see no evidence of a Bitcoin bear market in those numbers. Despite a bear market for Bitcoin for the crypto asset class, Hyperliquid revenue continuing to grow at a pretty strong pace. What is that going to look like when we're in a crypto bull market? I think possibly inflecting higher further. All of this revenue also accrues value directly to the token. The vast majority of fee revenue, 99% of fee revenue, is used to buy back the HYPE token. So straightforward economic model with product market fit, driving fee revenue, driving that value back to token holders. That's one of the reasons that Hyperliquid is so different for us as a product and as a project to be pitching to our clients, investors that think about investing in stocks, about investing in revenue producing businesses that would never look at Bitcoin, are very excited about Hyperliquid for those reasons. So that's the number 3 reason why we love Hyperliquid. The fourth reason we love Hyperliquid is regulatory tailwinds. We're going through a period of improving regulatory clarity for the public blockchain technology as a whole, for digital assets as a whole in the United States and around the world. Hyperliquid is one of the projects benefiting from that improved regulatory clarity. Hyperliquid is perpetual futures on a decentralized exchange. We need full regulatory clarity on both of those things to get access to the Hyperliquid platform to US users in a holistic sense. We have checked the first box, which is an important step forward. We now have regulated perpetual futures in the US market as of a month or so ago. So checking that first box, a huge step forward for the product that Hyperliquid specializes in, bringing it to US markets. I think this will greatly increase the understanding of these derivative products for institutional users here in the US. It's going to take some time, more regulatory clarity, more efforts by the project crypto teams on decentralized exchanges to give full access to the platform here in the US, but we believe we are on that path and that we are optimistic that in the coming couple of years, we will see full access to the Hyperliquid ecosystem and platform to US traders, US institutions. So Hyperliquid improving from regulatory clarity, benefiting from regulatory clarity, just like lots of other projects in crypto. The number 5 reason that we love Hyperliquid is that this is a grassroots ecosystem. And of course, this is something that the Grayscale research team, this is one reason that we have so much affinity, I think, for Hyperliquid. We love these grassroots projects. But of course, it's also really core to the investment thesis in the Hype token. Hyperliquid had 0 venture capital funding. Hyperliquid airdropped around 30% of the token to users. Hyperliquid had user bootstrapped liquidity. Of course, now it has a professional ecosystem of market makers on the platform, but at the start, this is user provided liquidity. So this is not some project that was created by an overfunded venture capitalist. This is not an institutional consortium based on partnerships. This is a global grassroots, bottom-up phenomenon, like the most important and most valuable projects in the crypto ecosystem. They're all like this in some way. And this is one of the things that we love about the Hyperliquid platform. This community of users is going to not go anywhere. Of course, it's going to be a core user base over time, and it's going to help expand the network effect of the platform to more and more users over time. So product market fit. Open architecture platform, real revenue and value accrual, regulatory tailwinds, and a grassroots, bottom-up, global, retail-driven phenomenon. These are 5 reasons. There may be more, but those are the 5 top reasons why we at the Grayscale research team love Hyperliquid. Okay, here comes the sales pitch part. When you're getting, I love Hyperliquid, you love Hyperliquid, how to get access to Hyperliquid. Well, we think really the best way is the Grayscale Hyperliquid staking ETF, ticker HYPG, HYPG. The ETFs are just the easy button for crypto token investing. There's lots of ways to invest in the Hype token, and there's no wrong way to go about that per se. But if you go your own way, you need to figure out where you're sourcing that liquidity and what are you paying for it. How are you going to custody your assets? How are you going to stake your tokens? How are you going to do your taxes? How are you going to do your estate planning and assuring rights of survival of your assets and all that good stuff that's important for managing a proper portfolio? The ETFs solve all of these things for you in a single package. They solve the liquidity, the custody, the staking, and they can go anywhere that any asset can go in traditional brokerage accounts, traditional tax advantaged accounts, and that's why they're so popular with users. Grayscale runs the largest and lowest expense ratio Hyperliquid ETF in the marketplace today. We think it should be the default option if you're trying to get exposure to the Hyperliquid ecosystem. So that's why we love Hyperliquid. We hope you will soon love Hyperliquid too and access it through a Grayscale product. That's it for me. Thank you so much for listening.